Welcome, Aquarius. This is going to be your March 2024 reading. I am starting them early, and I did Pisces and I did Aries, and I thought, well, I have to do yours because you're actually celebrating a birthday right now. Not everyone, but for those who are, I really felt like have to do your reading. So even though it seems like I just did your reading for February, like you were the last one, I think, for February, or were you the first? I'm not sure. But anyway, I just felt called to do your reading. So this is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, always. You get a planet in the sign of Aquarius. Like my daughter has an Aquarius moon. Um, some of you are intuitively guided. You're just trusting your intuition. You're understanding that, your guides will reach you. Even if it's through a reading, like you're like, what am I even doing here? But then you watch it and you're like, oh, now I get it. So thank you for paying attention to your intuition. And some of you may be in love with an Aquarius, platonically or romantically. You may just be checking up on their energy. Same thing, be open to receiving. That's really what I want you to be, is open to receiving messages. And how do I know if it's for me? You'll feel it. The type of reading I do, I really read through my spirit guides. And I feel the energy, and I feel that many of you feel it too. At least that's what I trust. Well, I know it. I already know that. I don't even know why I'm saying that. So, anyways, guys, let's get into it. We're going to use three different decks. We're going to use our Gilded Tarot to clarify or to go deeper, to get real solutions. We're going to use our Mother Mary for her words of wisdom. Remember, we're all Mother Mary's children. She is our mother. I want to say in the sky, but really of divine. And then we're going to use the Cozy Witch Tarot, which I used last month also, but I just love the way it's reading, Aquarius, so I thought, why change it? Again, my daughter has an Aquarius moon. My brother, who has crossed over, Michael, his birthday is January 24th. Does that make him an Aquarius? Yeah. Like, why am I questioning that all of a sudden? All right. So we're going to start with Mother Mary. I'm going to bring the lid down. There we go. And let's begin. Okay. Didn't take long at all. We have beautiful. I love this. And I really love this for you, Aquarius, because um I feel like you do listen to the signs. I feel like you do receive the signs. If you're not in your head, then I feel like the signs are pretty clear to you. I watch for, notice, and trust the signs that heaven continuously sends. So sometimes we're not sure, like, what to do next. That's what these signs are for. They're help to guide us. They're helping to guide us in this lifetime. And then we have optimism. I expect good things to happen, and I'll be damned. They do. I expect good things to happen, and they do. Follow the signs. It feels like it's leading you right to the energy of optimism. This is where I'm not worried about I'm not thinking of my past. It's not having an effect on me. This is where I'm thinking about my present day moment and the seeds that I'm going to plant right now, and then just let them go. It's like every tarot reading I do, that's what I do. At the end of the reading, I don't say it to you guys, um, but I do say at the end, once I'm completely done, and I release it now to the universe to find whoever it needs to find. Um, so I'm not sure why I'm saying that, other than expect good things to happen, and they will. Doesn't mean hard situations won't happen. That's life. But again, I feel like my intentions that I put out there are 9/10 of the law. Think of the law of attraction. So great energy to begin your reading with. All right, I'm going to give him one more shuffle. I liked it. Nice, clean shuffle. Let's give him a cut. And let's begin the tarot portion. Um, I want to say hi to, I go live quite a bit. I try to do a couple times a week where I just answer your questions, literally, and they're pretty in depth. It's just the way I read. I can't do, I mean, I could do short, tiny little readings, but I prefer to go in depth. It's just how I read. So anyways, I want to say hi to those who were in my lives on Monday. We have the magician, Aquarius. What's it say? You have everything you need to do anything you want. Interesting. You have everything you need to do anything you want. That's what the magician is teaching the fool. As the fool, and it kind of does feel like you're starting down this path. And the magician is the fool's first mentor along the journey. So really the fool is you, us. And I feel like that's who the magician is talking to you, saying that you already possess everything you need to be successful. You just have to put your intentions there and be willing, I guess, to put the work behind it. She's painting. She feels like she's in her element. She feels good in her element. We have the Page of Swords. Curiosity is a type of magic. Wow, that fits your mind. Curiosity is a type of magic. And then look at this, the Ace of Wands. It's go time. Ace of Wands is the energy of action, desire, passionate. So it's go time, but I should be excited for this. So I feel like something's opening up that, first of all, I feel like it may have started from your curious mind and now understanding that, and this could have been maybe years ago, and now I'm feeling like I'm ready. You know what I mean? Like I'm trusting myself more. So I feel like now it's go time. This is also the energy of receiving, well, signs, epiphanies to help you along this journey. What's this say? Don't you see how passion makes you glow? Don't you see how passion makes you glow? So far, I'm loving it. It's like the magician is preparing you. You have everything you need to do anything you want. And then the Page of Swords, curiosity is a type of magic. Well, we have the magician right next to that. And then the Ace of Wands. So, following a passion feels like just feels right. We have, look at that, the Nine of Cups. You know, That's beautiful energy because I feel like if nothing else, it's saying that if I follow this energy, I'm ultimately going to end up in the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups means many different things. But to me, it talks about number one, inner harmony, doing what you love, loving what you do, loving your life. Doesn't mean your whole life is perfect. I'm sure there's always going to be issues. Some of you, it is about building a business. And I feel like if you build it, they will come. Interesting because I feel like you are being led, and I like where it's leading you to. All right, let's keep going. I mean, it feels to me like you're heading to this place where you truly love what you do. And again, I felt like this person is like in their element. Like, I just feel good here. Maybe I paint, maybe it's talking about like, our creativity and the things that we do just to like, relax our mind, or it could even be something like maybe I love to paint. But it was just always been a, what's the word I want? Um, why can't I think of the word? It wasn't how I made my money. I don't know why I can't think of the word. Um, I don't know. That is weird. We have, well, hello, Ten of Cups. Look at that. The Nine of Cups first. Inner harmony, loving one's life, loving what I'm doing. And I may be exaggerating, because there's hard work, yes. There's your effort, yes. But it's showing how it pays off. Ten of Cups. Well, that's the house of harmony. Okay, but sometimes it really is all rainbows and smiles. Well, so far, I feel like that's what we've been given, rainbows and smiles. Some of you, it could talk about, finding your pleasure, finding your thing, like something that's yours, and claiming it. You know what I mean? And some of you may be single, um, but that may be changing because we are going from a singular energy into what I would call coupled energy. It makes me feel like not only can I manifest, a job, and again, I feel like it's coming from me. So it's taking something I'm already good at, and then, it's like a craft, but then I turn it into a business. Some of you, you may be working from home. That's a great omen of what I feel is success, and is it financially successful? Well, it's not showing that at the moment, but, whoa, okay. That card flew. My God, it, like halfway around the room. Okay, I was gonna say it better be good, but it's a strength card. Number eight, first of all. And the reason why I'm really paying attention to numbers are we're in a universal year eight. So, of course, this is talking about this year. And listen, maybe this is a seed that you have planted, and now you're receiving the signs of how to like reach that ultimate place. Strength card says it takes great strength to be soft. It takes great strength to be soft. We have the Three of Cups under the Ace of Cups. It's like you're celebrating. I don't know, Aquarius. It just feels like everything is going your way. Everything's going my way. Nine of Wands, two nines connected. We have the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. I'm going to take them up here, but I have to say the Ten of Swords is the most difficult card that we've received. Now, I don't feel like this is talking about the present energy. I feel like it's talking about what was. And I feel like many of you have broken yourself free from what I feel in the Ten of Swords is a repeat pattern. It could even be karmic, but it did need to be completed and ended. You could talk about like what you have learned from it, like, the art of communication. Maybe I grew up in a household where like everybody was screaming and yelling, and it's not how I want my house to be. So I do feel like there was a lot learned from this Ten of Swords, but one of the things is it's a repeat pattern, and I feel like that's what maybe why the Strength card is here. So I feel like it was the ability to see it, especially with the Nine of Wands here. Nine of Wands means I'm reflecting upon my life. Looking at, how do I say it's like I'm analyzing it, but I'm not allowing it to go to a place of doubt or regret or blame, especially for yourself. Now, it doesn't mean that I've been an angel or anything, but what it means is, a lot of times we're learning. And we may do some stupid things until we learn, right? Until we know better. I think it was Oprah said that when you know better, you do better. I don't know if she said that, but um, I believe it was on her show. So that's kind of what I feel here. Like, now I know better, so now I'm going to do better. And then the Queen of Wands, well, replace your self doubt with self confidence. So I feel like, the Ten of Swords to me means the chances are there were other people involved in that energy. Um, and it could even be like a personal relationship that, someone I kept getting called back and back to, but like their energy just wasn't doing me any favors. I do feel like you did have to overcome something. And I feel like it had to come within yourself, but I feel like the rewards of that are so plentiful that it's worth that work. You know what I mean? Like it's worth reflecting over one's own life. It is your life, right? And we got to remember that. Like this is your book. This is your story. And you want to be the hero of your own story. And the only way we can really do that is to be bold enough to look back. And I'm simply looking for the lessons. I also feel like in the Nine of Wands, it wants you to congratulate yourself on who you've become and what you have defeated, who you have defeated, and who you are today. So take all that wisdom, put it in the magician's energy, allow your curiosity just to like rule the day. Take the energy of that Ace of Wands and create, not just for yourself, but potentially love. We'll see. Well, hello. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I would call that love. Three of Swords underneath that. So even though the Ace of Cups is here, which again, love, it does have the Three of Swords behind it. So there was heartache. So I feel like for some of you, there may just be like there may have been someone that like certain type of energy kept getting pulled back to. And listen, maybe it was karmic, and maybe the lesson was I had to see it. I had to realize it, and I had then to cut that. I had to cut the ties to that pattern. And when you cut those ties, you cut them for good. Now, some of you may be like, but wait a minute, Sandy, what if it's someone I want back? Well, you don't want them back if they're in the same type of energy because it says it didn't work out. It says that you ended up with heartache. So why do I want to invite that back into my life? This is more about you and what you can create and how your life can look. And it looks good. It looks really good. So I feel like Do I feel like this Ace of Cups is now over? No, I don't. Because you have the Ten of Cups, but this I feel like is probably new love. Now, this can also be just a love for what you're doing too. And I feel like it's both, to be honest with you. I definitely feel that like if I follow my curiosity, it's going to lead me to a life that maybe I didn't, is so different than what it was, but so much better. And, again, though we don't have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Cups as it relates to like you creating something. Um, I still feel like, okay, but, you know, now I'm not saying it's not something that won't pay off because I definitely feel like it's going to pay off handsomely. But I feel like first and foremost, it's about your emotional well-being. And it's like this is what your guides are thinking about, your emotional well-being. So I feel like, there may have been a period of time where you've been single. But I feel like in that time you've created or you are creating, let's say you're just moving into this energy, then just understand like what it's offering. And again, the signs are going to help lead you. Stay optimistic. Don't look back. Don't take back what is broken. Now, if it's fixed, that's a different story. But if it's still broken, well, then sorry, you can't be in my house because I have a house of harmony and I can't let anything come in to disrupt that harmony. So this Ace of Wands shows up, and it's attached to a passion that you have. And then you have the Three of Cups underneath that. So I feel like immediately I'm celebrating that. Again, whether it's just a sign that like I followed a sign and it took me to this wonderful place, whatever it may be, I feel like you're celebrating that, or at least you should be. All right. Let's take the Gilded Tarot over this and let's go deeper. This is like one of those readings where it's almost like I don't want to bring the clarifiers out because right now what's showing is really quite beautiful. It's interesting what's not showing is where the heartache was. What's under that? Ace of Swords. Someone may have gone silent on you. And I'll be damned if you can take that for long. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I really don't want to look back, but I feel like for some of you it's like, I guess the word is ghosted. Well, I can't see you handling that. Like, I just can't see you wanting to I can't see you handling that for long. And I do feel like what a shame it would be if I did not take this energy and create from it, whatever that may be for you. And it doesn't have to be like, okay, I'm going to create a business for myself, but maybe you want to paint the living room, and I feel like it's like these signs that I send out to the universe every time I do something that, listen, it could be hard work, but at the end of the day, I'm going to I paint my living room and then I stand back and I'm like, oh, look how beautiful. It was so much work, but look how beautiful it is. And now that paint's going to be there for a long, long time. Okay, let's keep going. All right. So we're looking at the Magician, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So we're still going to read it as a whole. We have the Three of Wands. That makes sense. That's exactly what Mother Mary said. Take on the energy of optimism and then watch what happens. expect good things to happen, and then watch them happen. I mean, the Three of Wands over the Magician. Wow. First of all, it is also about, I keep saying first of all, it is also about the present, like living in the present day moment, right? I'm putting my seeds out there and planting those seeds so I have a harvest in the fall. But then I just trust. This reading's making me happy because I feel like many of you are becoming so much happier than you were. Um, and I feel like a lot of it is because of actions you've taken. Some of it I feel like is universal. Some of it feels like planetary action, but whatever the reason, we'll take it. We have the Page of Pentacles over the Page of Swords. Two pages. Page of Pentacles. First of all, Page of Pentacles to me talks about a path of knowledge, like a path that I'm learning, where I'm growing. I feel like for some of you, this may even talk about like a skill, maybe you went to school for it, but then you never used it for whatever the reason. Maybe you're raising a family and that had to come first type of thing. But now I feel like it's getting back to those things that really intrigue your mind. Um, and I mean, I love the Page of Pentacles over the Page of Swords because, first of all, I feel like many of you are really learning the art of communication. And that's a good thing after the Ten of Swords. Now we do have two pages, so it could be Page of Pentacles could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and then the Page of Swords can be you, Gemini, or Libra. I feel like I also want to say keep planting those seeds of intention. Don't stop, keep planting. This is a season for you. And I don't mean just because it's your birthday time, because we're really looking at March, so time is fluid. This just it feels like it's your season. We have the Six of Cups. Interesting. Well, this can mean a couple different things because the Six of Cups talks about really happy memories, treasured memories. Now, it can speak about again something that you used to do when you were younger that you put away for whatever reason, and now the opportunity to bring it back to life shows itself. Six of Cups can also talk about someone that you used to know or someone that you do know. This could be someone that you've known a long time. Doesn't mean that we've been in contact. It just means I know of them. And this would be someone who would make you smile. You know what I mean? I feel like, listen, I feel like if this is love, this is not the person in the Three of Swords or the Ten of Swords. This feels kind of new. And it makes sense to me that it would be new. Even if again it's someone that I know. Um, well, I don't know. I mean, you're celebrating it. All right, let's see what comes next to it. Four of Cups. Interesting. Interesting because let's look at the Four of Cups for a second. Because the first thing I want you to notice is this person is being handed a cup, and it is coming from divine directly to them. Here is that cup. Here it is. But in the Four of Cups, I'm the one who's got to make the decision whether I accept it or I don't. So it asks you to use your spiritual discernment. Trust that. It's a gift that you've been given. Like, trust your intuition. And it's interesting because I get this feeling of like, and I don't know if it's right this moment, but I get this feeling of like, I'm pretty happy in my life, even though the Four of Cups can talk about discontentment or boredom. And listen, maybe I've been doing my thing, and now I would like to add in another element, and that element may be love. Because we do move into the Ten of Cups next. Hmm. So that to me makes me feel like that you're saying yes to this cups because it moves from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Like I can't see you saying no, but it is moving from singular energy into, well, the house of harmony, the house of love, laughter, joy. Doesn't mean that house doesn't have issues, but in that house, they work at it together. Ten of Swords, I put all the blame on you. Ten of Cups, what can I do to help you, hon? What can we do to fix this together? It's a different perspective, different people, different type of love. Again, I don't want you to regret because I feel like for a lot of you, you were dealing with karmic energy. And, you know, we don't want to knock it because it gives us the opportunity again to clear that energy, but to clear it for eternity. All right, keep going. So I don't feel like you're even expecting this person. I feel like I'm doing my thing. I'm loving what I'm doing, and maybe I'm putting too much emphasis on loving what I'm doing, but I do kind of feel that. I don't know why I have to bring it back some, but maybe because some of you haven't reached that energy yet. But that's why the magician is here. That's why Mother Mary is saying, follow the signs. We're going to help lead you. Trust your spiritual discernment. Look at this Knight of Wands, passion, rushing in. I have a feeling you did not expect someone to show up in your life, but yet here they are. And with them, and I feel like when I think of the Knight of Wands, I think first of all, I feel like every knight has to complete their mission. They're sent by the queen or the king. We do have two pages here, though none of fire. But this is really about the energy of the knight. So this knight is meant to come in and stir up the passion within you. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Jeez, nice. All right. We have the King of Cups. Hmm. King Cups can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But let's look at this in a different way because chances are it's talking about love. And the King of Cups to me would be the right king to come out right now because the King of Cups is someone who, doesn't have to be in love. I'm not saying that, but they do appreciate relationships. They do appreciate having that special person, that one that you reach out to when something exciting happens in your day. They do appreciate that. We have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Action, and then hello, Knight of Pentacles. First of all, you have two knights on both sides. You have the Knight of Wands on one side, the Knight of Pentacles on the other. This is a fast moving knight. This is a slow moving knight. This knight moves with intention to bring passion and desire into your life. This night is meant to bring in a pentacle that truly will enhance your life. This night comes in at the right time, not before and not after. So for some of you, and I see this all the time in the readings, it's like, building our own lives, finding satisfactions or finding harmony within ourselves, being able to let go of the past. Yes, I reflect upon it and I gained the wisdom. And I even know my part. But beyond, and I feel like, and then there's a reward for that. And that is what the Knight of Pentacles is bringing in. This Knight of Pentacles is my favorite night because this Knight of Pentacles is really meant to come in and truly enhance your life. It feels like a blessing. But again, it's at the right time. So I feel like, reflecting upon my past, letting go of the things that were just outside of my control anyway, um, understanding how much I have grown from my experiences. And I feel like Divine is also proud that you're moving towards your desires. And I feel like now the universe is helping you. I do like the Queen of Wands coming out next to the King of Cups. I know neither one is your sign, but again, it doesn't matter because I feel like the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Action. She's going to take that ace. She's going to take that ace. She's going to take that chance. Queen of Wands is someone who does take chances. Page of Wands. When I think of the Queen or the King of Wands, first I think of the Page of Wands, and I feel like, they're kind of fearless. But it doesn't mean that they haven't fallen. They have fallen. They've gotten back up again, but they've learned, like, okay, what made me fall that time? So I don't have that same type of fall again. I'm able to reflect upon it. So I do feel it's you. Um, and I do feel like it's talking about love. But this is not just a love reading. I want you to understand this. This is first and foremost about you and how you can find your own inner harmony. And in that energy, how beautiful then to manifest love. Not that you're even trying, because I feel like part of this is like a little bit beyond your control. Like I feel like this in the Six of Cups, who's ever in that energy, I feel like it's kind of unexpected. Let's just take a couple cards right there. Let's look at the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups. Coming over the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Tell me a little bit more about who this person is. What's their intentions? That type of thing. Ace of Swords. Okay, so I feel like unexpected communication. And then the Queen of Swords. Well, there you are. So I feel like communication is coming directly to you. I don't feel like you're expecting this. I don't feel like this is any old love. And I definitely don't feel like this is the person or people who may be in that Ten of Swords, because it may be more than one. It could be just the way my life has been. But to me, this is about reclaiming your power, reclaiming your life, reclaiming the things that make your soul sing. And then lo and behold, the universe just supplies. What a perfect time then to fall in love. This could also be talking about soulmate energy. So let's just say that, first of all, I feel like it's saying that it's going to come in through the art, through communication. So, and some of you may be just reconnecting to someone like you went to school with. It could be on your social media platforms. But again, I feel like this can also talk about past lives. And this just may be the time for these soulmates now to come together. And I feel like the importance here is you finding this inner harmony first, because I feel like that's first. And then I can kind of let go of the rest, I feel like, especially with these knights, because they're supplying me with what I need. Three of Wands, I'm keeping my eye to the sky. The magician, you have everything you need to do anything you want. So finding this inner harmony within yourself, first and foremost, I feel like, and then you move into the Ten of Cups. Well, there's your secret. There's the secret sauce. And then look at the knights. Then they come rushing in. So interesting, because this knight comes rushing in. This knight says, I come at the right time. Well, I feel like now is saying it's the right time. It is the right time. Aquarius, what a reading. It's covering everything for you, I feel like. But I do want you to notice how the magician opens up this reading. It is, if nothing else, telling you your ability to manifest the type of life that you want. Now, doesn't mean everything will look exactly like I ask, but it'll probably be better. This is a great reading for you guys. And I do feel like it's coming after maybe not such great energy. And now you're moving into what just feels like your time, like it's your time. It's your time to shine. I love the Queen has all these white doves around her. Doves, when they mate, don't they mate for life? Now, maybe that's just something I heard. I don't know if that's true, but I do feel that. Like when two doves come together and they're together for life. I know that we have two doves here, um, that from the day that I moved in, they used to sit on our windowsill and sing to us. And every year, it's the same ones that come back, and they feel like family. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the little creatures in my yard, because I have little groundhogs. They feel like my family. Like, if anybody tried to injure them. Mm-mm. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that. Okay, so I'm going to read signs for Mother Mary. Optimism, I think you get that. But let's read signs. Sun, sun, everywhere, sun. All right. This card is a message for you to play. Bleh. This card is a message for you to pay close attention to the signs that come to you as an answer to your prayers. These can include a song that you hear, words that you read, a sight that you see, conversation you overhear, and so forth. The possibilities are unlimited. Signs tend to repeat themselves until you notice them and take some form of action. However, it's also possible to notice one the first time it presents itself. As you listen to these signs, you get a sense of heaven's continuous participation in your life, which helps you feel safer and more loved. You can also pray for clarification if you don't understand a sign. After all, Mother Mary and the angels want to clearly communicate their love for you. Amen. Amen. I feel like that should be the name of your reading. Like, just amen. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Like, sometimes you don't want to mess with what I feel is perfection. You know what I mean? Like, no sense to go any deeper than where we're at, because I feel like, again, this communication is unexpected, but yet I feel like you're sitting in a pretty good place when it comes in, and that magician like the ability to do whatever you want. And then I feel like the perfect king shows up. Now I know it's, again, I just want you to forget about the signs. The King of Cups, someone who really appreciates love. And then the Queen of Wands, someone who's going to take a chance. And the Queen of Swords, it's letting you know it's for you. Knight of Pentacles is promising, I come at the right time, and that you can trust in. All right, I'm going to let that be, guys. I loved your reading. I hope I hope it resonates with a lot of you because I just feel like it's quite beautiful. So I hope a lot of you, it depends on where you're at in your life. Some of you may still be back at this Three of Swords. And if you are, look at this as your potential. Because I do feel like someone started out single, created created the life that they wanted for themselves. And then love is introduced. Now, it doesn't mean it starts off that way, though we do have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. But I trust these knights. I trust the Magician. And I trust Mother Mary. So, I don't know why I'm still talking. I love you guys. I thank you. Happy birthday to those who are celebrating a birthday. And just thank you for being here. Thank you for, I do want to say that I love your comments. And I'm not just saying that. I really love your comments because I want to see like how you relate to this reading. I just feel so good right now. Like it's making me just feel calm, but happy, satisfied. You know what I mean? And I hope that's what it does for you. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye bye.